And good morning. Today is Saturday, this 2023. What is it? May 20th? It's not June 20th. That would be wrong. You'd be incorrect. Okay? Don't be incorrect, you loser. Okay, so now we have some actual React content. I know this whole OTK elevated thing I have been pretty absent from as far as reacting to. Okay, I do have to be pretty clear about that. Okay, I have to be pretty clear. Okay, I have not reacted. I have been lazy. I was trying to clickbait with my live streams. It did not work. Obviously, I know this because I tried doing that during the PogChamps chess stuff. I already learned this. I did it anyway because I'm like, why not? But now I'm actually going in. I'm not starting from the beginning of episode 6. I'm gonna tell you right now, when I've changed my mind. Like when I first saw Miss Skillshots, I didn't know what to think about her, but now I think she's like an interesting streamer because she just like talks about like unrelated things like while she's watching like stuff. It's kind of chaotic at first, but after you get used to it, after you get used to those clamps on you, it's actually pretty good. Because it's like she has kind of, we'll see. I'm watching the VOD because the Soda Poppin' VOD was muted. Somebody commented on the VOD page on the YouTube. If we go here, whoa. What am I witnessing? What just happened? Is this how you escape the Matrix? I think it's how you enter the world of Tron. Oh, look, there's something like, there's like little, like, do you see that? It's like Star Trek. To boldly go where no one has gone before. We have never, React content with Among Us, that has never happened before. So I just skipped to this part, because I just didn't want to, I didn't know when it was going to start. And the interview parts were kind of drowned out because she was being funny. I'm going to tell you right now, she's pretty funny. And she was like eating it. If she can make content out of eating an egg, I think she'll do good as a streamer. And you know, obviously this is like me studying like what a new content creator, because let's be real, everybody who has participated on OTK Elevated is literally being elevated, and this is it's like the Hunger Games. This is the real beginning. Now that she's off the show, because now she has to like be in the jungle or like whatever the battlefield is. It's like a battlefield, but then you also have allies. But then it's like in life, you know, in life, you know, Hunger Games is not like a fight to the death. I mean, it kind of is, but like, you know, 100 years or something. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. I've only played Among Us one time. It was in a Discord. It was actually in the Botez Discord. It was actually not in the Botez Discord. It was in a Botez, like, the people who were, like, heavy Discord users had, like, another Discord, and I was invited. And then I played, and I was, when I was the imposter, I like, killed, like, 5 of my crewmates, and I won. Because nobody guessed it was me. But that's besides the point.
Guys, we need to save everybody! Let's go!
Oh wait, just a second. I need to get the speakers. Yeah, I need to get the speakers into the headphones and make sure it works on OBS.
Right. He's actually.
Because I would appreciate if someone did it for me. You know what I mean? Because I'm so bad at the thing.
Other people into.
You think you were in the lobby by now?
No. Have you seen
Nothing
OTK
like
games?
We're trying to figure out how to collab live.
Okay.
Oh, it's awful.
So this guy, Mr. Pimple, she's apparently she is a big fan of this guy, Mr. Fimple. I thought it was pretty interesting. What I actually thought was interesting, was how in the previous episode they just like rolled with it. that he set himself on fire without clarifying to chat that it was obviously like he used water and it was like pieces of paper with like fires drawn on it. And I thought that was pretty awesome. Obviously, it's a sponsored event. They're sponsored by Progressive and like Allied Esports or whatever. So they have to be like PG-13 or whatever. But it's kind of funny seeing like how they're like trying to stretch that envelope. I think that's actually kind of an art in and of itself. I know that like there's people like Trainwrecks TV, right? And he calls people like PG-13 streamers or whatever. And it's like, well, so what? Like PG-13 movies are some of the best movies ever. Like what? I don't even know. Like what are some what was okay, I mean this is a bad one because for the time it was obviously something we all laughed at, but like now it's like looking back it's a pretty transphobic premise. What was that rated? Was that PG or PG-13? It was a funny movie. Let's not pull a Hogwarts. Okay, let's not pull what rating? What was it? PG-13. Do you see that? Do you guys see this? Chat, do you see this? Ace Ventura Pet Detective. What is that? PG-13. Okay? I know that, like, obviously, we're looking to out... Okay, chat. I'm gonna keep it a $1.50. We're gonna look past the transphobia in the movie. Because we're adults... and we can have these discussions. Let's all face it. Even me, a trans person, growing up, laughed her ass off on this movie when it came out when I was a kid. In 1994, I was 6 years old. I think I saw it on later on, like on tape or something. Looking back, obviously, very transphobic premise. And then the vomiting. Ugh. Okay, we're getting sidetracked. But yeah, I mean, like, nothing wrong with PG-13 is basically what I was saying. Like, like I said, you know, like, movies are PG-13, and they're movies that we hold near and dear to our heart. By the way, thank you, Ava. I mean, I think I thanked you at the time, but thank you 2 days ago for the follow.
Oh, maybe he didn't get invited.
How does that work? Because Miz is...
The code isn't working, Chris. Because for some reason the thing changed me from North America to Europe.
Oh, no.
Alright, so you gotta
Okay, so, I mean, she's trying to do something that's actually kind of cool, because when I was watching this whole thing, this whole time, I was just watching the official OTK view, which was basically they switched around. But, or, you know, the last couple of ones, they were all dedicated. This one is a little different because no, I was going to say Overwatch. I saw the OTK on my screen, like over here, and I thought it said Overwatch. But because it's Among Us, she has every single tab open to all the streamers. I think that's pretty pro. It's a lot of work, dude. Streaming's a lot of work. Watching this whole thing is like really giving me a lot of insight. I have a lot of work to do. Mostly I'm focusing on the stuff that's working for me. You know, by the way, if you don't know who I am, my name's Rebecca Lauren. I am a strong and beautiful woman who's trying to make her way in the world. Being independent, financially able to take care of herself is the goal. Right now I'm on SSI because I'm autistic, and I have a whole bunch of problems, and I don't know, I've also been kind of going on, I've been taking the fact that I've been basically able to coast to my advantage while I'm going through a very, very heavy medical ordeal the past number of years, almost 4 years now, of transitioning from male to female, so surgery coming up at the end of the year, and it's really getting me sidetracked, and I haven't really been able to focus on YouTube and stuff. So for all of you in the comments, like, leave a comment down below how my content has impacted you. If you're still around here on YouTube. Obviously, right now I'm live streaming it. I'm going to go back and edit that. So that's why I say stuff on stream a lot of the times that I'm going to put in a YouTube later, if that makes any sense. Even if I re-record it, even if I just use it as like a script, because I can look at the transcript of the VOD. And just look at the transcript. Yeah, I just I think streaming is a really powerful tool, and I really think this OTK Elevated event was a really fucking good idea. And I hope there's more. I applied this time. Obviously, I think I was too late. And let's face it, right now, like I said, I do not have the capability or the energy right now. I mean, I don't know. If I had been on, I would have done whatever I could. Okay, I don't know what would have happened if I had been accepted. However, knowing what I've been going through at the moment with what I actually have been going through, I'm actually like, this is really important that I focus on my medical stuff. And so streaming has been like kind of a long-term thing for me, for like YouTubing, because that takes a lot more craft. I've been starting to think more like that now that and I'm using a DSLR. Part of the reason why I'm doing a stream with it is because I feel like because it has a battery in it, I have to think more about like I need to capture stuff, for YouTube. It makes me think more like a photographer and less like, or a videographer and less like a webcammer, if that makes any sense. Because when I'm doing like just having a webcam out here, I feel like I could just be on here for like 14 hours. But if I'm having a DSLR with like a battery that I have to think about, and I'm charging I have 3 batteries. I have 2 charging while one's being used. So it can go for a while, but like it just the concept like makes me think more about how to film and how to create YouTube videos that are not just me playing a video game or not just me sitting in my chair talking to the camera. Like what if I did like, some filming outside, which I started to do. I need to I do have like kind of like a gimbal setup, but not really. Anyway, this is completely off topic. We got to get back to the React content.
Smart. You are doing very well so far.
So Mayor Wirtz, I'm gonna say right now, no matter what happens, unless he really fucked up or he has some kind of like really dark secret that nobody's gonna find out until people start digging into his past or whatever, like he's like super racist or something. I don't know, like you never know, like I think he's a pretty cool guy, and I think there's a lot of things that I can do if I collab with him. Especially with the stepdad premise. I could be like, oh, hey, stepdad. What if he was on Scuffed Podcast with me? Oh, my goodness. What if... Okay, let's be real. Do you guys think I'm ever going to end up on Scuffed Podcast? Let's have a vote. Let me know in the comments.
I needed to make sure. Why are they
You
adding
don't know how
me?
to use the computer.
yeah,
like
chat.
you call it
Absolutely not. Absolutely
That's so
not.
interesting that you would say that.
Yeah, no.
Too many things is happening. My brain is kind of...
Use the computer. Like you call
It's because it's PG-13 streamers. Okay? You see these fake motherfuckers over here, sitting here in their chairs, just like, oh, look at me, I'm a bazillionaire. I'm just sitting in a chair, and I'm working. I have this really high-level production that I put millions of dollars into. And in fact, it was probably only hundreds of dollars. But I gave it to very talented individuals, and I gave them a job, and their career has been made by money that I gave them, that I supplied because I had content that I wanted to create and that I built from the ground up from being a random streamer from like 10 or 15 fucking years ago. And I just happened to be the earlier adopter. And so then like I just kept streaming when there was like people with like, people didn't even know how to use Ventrilo, and you had a webcam with internet that could actually upload that speed to stream with like World of Warcraft because your name's Soda Poppin', and like you're like talking about Alinity like, oh, it's a girl, and that's Okay, like, dude, these people are people who, in all reality, if they were in my shoes, they would have no fucking chance. They would be in my shoes. But unless they were willing to do the work that I'm trying to do, at least I have a chance. I don't know. I don't know if they ever want to collab. They know how to contact me.
My monkey brain is not working. Now this is
Oh,
the
she
problem.
kind of has like this, like, because of her uniform. I think it was like it's a little kind of like interesting trying to figure out like with Miss Skillshots, like trying to figure out like, because she said it's like a uniform. How long could she hold that up? How long could she keep that up? How like let me know in the comments. How long can she keep this up of like having like this like idea of like this is who you are as a streamer, like the whole stepdad thing, her like One Piece shirt thing. I didn't even know it was One Piece. I just thought it was interesting. It reminded me, but the fact that she just said like monkey around, it like almost reminded me of like Goku, like because of the orange and because it has like a symbol on it. But that's I guess that's similar to One Piece, because One Piece is like a derivative of Dragon Ball. Let's be real. Like Dragon Ball was like the one that like it like set the field, and then like One Piece was like it was birthed. One Piece was birthed. Hey, I'm a weeb apparently because I wasn't born a weeb, but I was raised a weeb, and I don't think I'm a weeb now, but I guess once a weeb, always a weeb. I mean, if I still think about Dragon Ball, I'm still waiting for Dragon Ball Super. I was reading the manga for Dragon Ball Super, but I lost interest. Maybe it's because I have a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I'm an adult because I'm like 35, and nobody wants to watch me and listen to me complain about that. So instead, I'm going to be a fucking crazy person who can just make weird noises and do cartoon voices and also do some fun content that we can't talk about here.
So disgusting.
No one's gonna help him. The thing is,
My old age is beginning to catch up to me. That's
Wait, should I help
you want to go
them?
down there, Nick, or Emily, you can to make fun of him. I'm gonna stay here. It's
Yeah.
up to you guys. This is part of the challenge.
They have to figure this out.
Okay, that code should work.
You know what the funny thing is?
Oh, is he? Are they waiting for people to realize that he's gonna leak the code? Yeah, Mirror Words. I'm gonna have to say, okay, Evan Gal. First of all, the Minesweeper shit, that was crazy. He made himself very and first of all the like debate with like the follower count, and they say like 20,000 viewers, like what happened, like some drama baiting, that was kind of cool. But also with Evan Gal, there's no drama about Mayor Wirtz so far, so I'm almost a little bit skeptical about that. Like, is he gonna last long term? Because if there's no dirt about him now, then there's probably no dirt at all, and can he hold that up? And I think he can, because I don't think you have to be a scumbag to be successful in an industry that has traditionally been filled with scumbags. We're in a situation where either two of these people could potentially be scumbags, and we would never know it until it happened. And obviously, I think it's good to give people the benefit of the doubt until proven otherwise, unless they have a pattern of behavior. But at the same time, you know, it's just like, I don't think you have to be a scumbag to be successful. That's my theory, I mean, that's my hypothesis, that I'm trying to become successful without being a scumbag. Do you know what I mean? I'm a good person. I should be allowed to be successful without having to become some kind of monster. I don't think that's a requirement to be successful in the entertainment industry. I think what's required is to be entertaining. I know that's a hot take, but it's my take, and that's what matters, because it's my channel, and you can't say anything about it unless you want to say something in the comments below. Remember when YouTube was a thing where people were like, every single video was like, jump cut, jump cut, jump cut, jump cut, jump cut. Leave a comment down below. Every time someone said down below, it's like down below. I think it was like less than 3. What was that guy? Ray William Johnson? Ray William Johnson. Ray William Johnson? Ray William Johnson? Ray William Johnson. Ray William Johnson. Ray William Johnson.
In the game, in the next 5 minutes, they're all kicked off the show.
Okay, so it's just like, okay, so yeah, the thing about Mayor Wirtz, I said, like,
In the game.
what was the thing I was talking? Oh yeah, I was basically the thing I was talking about earlier with the bit here. These streamers, these like professional streamers, I don't know too much about Extra Emily, but I know like NMP Lol and like Soda Poppin', they're like total OG. Total OG. And like I said earlier, people get angry at streamers like them because they think they're lazy. First of all, look at the content that OTK has been creating lately. That is anything but lazy. And I'll like they they're similar to like with like Ludwig and stuff, because like doing the game shows like these like collaborative things. I feel like this is what made Twitch what it was when it like there was an in-between stage. There was like, Austin Show's show, the Raw show back then. There was that kind of stuff, like that kind of environment. Obviously it's still around and it's never disappeared. It's basically just, let's be real, this is most of Twitch culture is just people hanging out on Discord. Like, don't you think that? Like, don't you think that like most of Twitch culture is just like people hanging out on Discord, and you can dress it up all you like, but it's just people in a voice chat or a video chat and like talking and then broadcasting it on their stream. And I think that's like, people think that that's easy. And it's like, it's not easy to meet these people. I mean, at least like reach out to people, collab with people, find topics that, and come back show after show after show with something to talk about that that'll keep people coming back. That'll lead people to click in the first place. That'll keep people there once they click. It takes a lot of work. It doesn't happen overnight, and if it does, you're like a fucking 1 in a trillion or something like that. Like, if you just have a banger and you happen to hit it, like, good luck. You're probably gonna have a hard time ahead of you because you didn't have all the time. Like, for the past 3.5 years that I've been doing like Twitch and streaming YouTube's kind of stuff, for the past like 3.5 years, almost going on 4 years coming up in a few months. It'll be 4 years in a few months. Starting in a month, in June, in less than a month, in June, it'll be 4 years that I've been streaming, because that's when I started. It was before I started my medical stuff, and all the legal stuff, like changing my name and all that. It was before all that. I started streaming 4 years ago, starting in June. And there's a lot that I learned. I had to humble myself up and realize that streaming is not what I thought it was. I thought that streaming was the thing I need to practice doing. But what I really need to be doing is figuring out how to, first of all, improve myself. Second of all, improve certain skills such as public speaking. And with the luxury of YouTube, like where this is going right now, because right now I am filming this knowing that I am going to go back in the VOD and clip things just for a YouTube video that I can edit and put text on it, maybe make sound effects or maybe some cutaways, maybe some B-roll. I don't know. You never know. Okay? That's the beauty of film and improv and live entertainment, is that you don't know what's going to be there at the end, and then what you thought you put out there might be way different than what actually ends up being the final product. And I feel like that's the really cool thing about art, is that you could talk about art, and then you could talk about the fact that I'm talking about art, and then you could talk about the fact that I'm mentioning that the fact that I'm talking about art is a thing that could be happening that can infinitely talk about itself. Where it's like people, okay, for example, everyone knows this concept of like somebody who writes a book about how to write a novel, but this person has never published a novel, or the only novel they did publish was like really bad. I'm sorry, but sometimes things are just really bad. And like, but they have like a very successful writing career because they can sell all these books about writing. So they're really good about writing, but they're not. But ironically, they're not good at actually writing novels. But they help people write novels. Like, do you know what I mean? There might be people out there that may not be able to write novels. I don't think that's a good. I don't think it works that way. I don't really think it works that straightforward and that black and white. Like people say, like, oh, if you can't teach. I think you need to know how to do something in order to teach it. But I also don't think it's that straightforward. I think it's a complicated issue. Anyway, we got like 3 more hours to go in this VOD. So buckle up. It's probably going to take us like 8 hours. I don't know. It's probably not going to take us 8 hours. We're going to go through it the best we can.
I'm gonna stay here. It's up to you guys.
I think I might. Oh no, I need to hold off on the tea. I need to like lower my caffeine intake.
This is part of the challenge.
They have to figure this out.
Okay, that code should work.
You know what the funny thing is? If they don't get in the game in the next 5 minutes, they're all kicked off the show.
I don't think they would do that.
That's just
Absolutely.
embarrassing at that point.
Oh, they're in.
Okay. Now who's hosting it? Let's take note. Is it New Dory?
Yeah, so it's if you're new to this, because this is my first video covering OTK Elevated, maybe one day if I get enough incentive, or if I just stop being lazy, I'm gonna go back through every single VOD, every single episode, 1 through 5. That would be intense, but that is content that I could that is fodder, that for React content. Because I have been intending to cover OTK Elevated, because I do know a lot about the style of OTK. I've been watching OTK for a while. I kind of know what to expect and also I know what these contestants might be thinking, because they might be aware of OTK style, or maybe they've watched OTV, or maybe they've seen people do Among Us, and they might be trying to imitate it. And I don't know what I would be like in this kind of situation. I'd probably be like trying to avoid getting canceled, because I'd probably say something like really sexual, or I'd accidentally start talking about the fact that I had my balls removed. No, maybe I should do that. I would try to get them distracted. I would bring it up. I'd be like, hey, I would like find a moment like during like the like, how like when you press the button or whatever and you have that meeting, I would find a moment to say like, I had my testicles removed, right? And like just to be people like, what the fuck, Rebecca? Like, why would you bring that up? Like, and then cut to commercial. Rebecca, you're off the show. But then that would actually ironically make me win more money than if I had won the show. Like, I don't know, like, because I would get like tons of clout for that. Because I would be known forever in the headlines, like on the top of LSF as the first person to get banned from Elevated on their first episode. Or disqualified, not banned. We get disqualified on the first episode for saying something too edgy. And I'm like, what? And then I can say like, what? I can go on Twitter and be like, oh, is it because I said literally anything about the fact that I'm transgender? Is that not allowed? And then like someone be like, oh, it'd be like saying like, oh, is it not okay to mention the fact that someone's black, or like. But like, I don't know, like gets like super offended, quote unquote. But then people are going to actually get offended. But let's be real. Those people get offended no matter what. So just live your own life and react however you're going to react. If you're going to be a content creator, react in your own style. Don't let other people influence like who's going. I mean, obviously you should understand that like people are going to react a certain way to certain things. I'm going to be honest with you, being a transgender person alone already cuts off a very significant percentage of viewership. But let's be real, I don't think those viewers are people I would have wanted anyway. But besides that, there's also another percentage of viewers which I have to overcome, which I think I can, because through my interactions online and in person, and also with the success I've been having with my main content path, my main, with all that's going on, I forgot what I was saying. Basically, I think I can overcome it, but there are a certain number of people who saw a certain video of me, and they will forever judge me as they think I'm some kind of violent person, because they saw me screaming in a video. It's like, come on, like when's the last time you know, people have, like, how many fucking people screaming videos on YouTube have you seen? Like, come on. People get angry and have meltdowns, especially autistic people. Come on. I think people are willing to forgive me because they've seen all the work I've put into trying to become a better person. And I think in the end of the day, no matter, obviously I need to work on my content. I want to be more entertaining. I want to be more funny. Obviously, if I try too hard, it comes across. I think it's really important to come across as natural. And also just, I think I need to recognize that this energy I'm feeling where I feel like I can't be funny, I need to like let that happen, because right now I'm in a state of mind where I'm preparing for a very significant surgery that's going to have a very significant change in my life. So I need to accept that maybe my career has to be put on hold for now. But I am doing the best I can on my own to make, some viewership and some money. And, I average like 100 viewers. I have like 11K followers, so it's like, it's kind of nice, knowing that, but it's actually not as good as it sounds, I don't think. But maybe it is. Maybe it's really good, and I should just have faith in myself, because I am an amazing, talented woman, and I need to accept that inside of myself, that I have a fire burning inside of me to create entertainment for people, to help people get through their lives, to help inspire them, to help educate them, to help entertain them and make them laugh or make them happy, make them smile, if you know what I mean. Anyway, we're getting completely sidetracked. We're talking about Among Us.
I think so. Why is there only 5 of them?
I know New Dory was kind of leading the charge on getting us all
1,
set
2,
up.
3, 4, 5. Where's Mare?
Definitely isn't Evan with that 56 ping. It's not Fimple, 24 ping. Can we get another view here? Let's see the other MSs here. Find out who's at 0.
Why am I? Oh, that's not mine. How do I change my name?
Oh, a lot of people aren't full screen right now, so we can't
Oh,
get
smart.
everyone's resolution or screen. But 60
That's
on
so smart.
foreign.
This is so scuffed.
He's not the host.
Oh, he's just doing full screen because he doesn't want anyone like stream sniping at all, I guess. Or maybe he just forgot.
Help my fellow streamers.
So, like maybe Mayor Wertz literally just forgot to put it on. Maybe he didn't know how, because he's just a stepdad. He just knows how to put a webcam up. He doesn't know how to actually have OBS scenes set up. Doesn't have video games set. No, I think he does. I haven't actually gone into his videos. I actually do want to go in and see a bunch of his clips. I also want to make like a more like I want to reach out to him more on Twitter. I make another video for Twitter. I think he appreciated. I mean, I think that's the vibe I got. I think he appreciated that I made a video reply. However, I think I came across as a little bit rude, but maybe I'm tripping.
I was trying to help them, but I realized I don't know how to help.
So let's
I
see
don't
how
know what
many
I'm doing.
people-
You can only help by voting for the people that you want to win. I think, first of all, honestly, I'm such a nice person. I just want everyone to win. I want everyone to get as much clout as possible so they can have a good career, so they can make money and not have to like be homeless.
Or gonna play the imposter in a game of 6. Now,
But that's just me.
I actually don't know. What is the appropriate imposters to people? What's normal?
I don't know.
I have one.
Hi, Life.
Oh, you can change the number of imposters now? I thought it was always gonna be 2. I have not played Among. I played Among Us like one freaking day. Like it was one evening. Like I it went into like 3 in the morning. I think maybe 2:30 or whatever. When you go to the dentist. But I guess they updated it and added it so you can actually. What if you made everyone an imposter? Wait, how would that work? I think what if there was only one, then that's actually kind of difficult, because if there's two, you can see if they're like kind of working together. So it's a little bit easier to suss out. If you have one, then it's like, who is it? Like, is it me? No. No, you know if it's you, but like it's just like it could be anyone. That might be a little bit too random. It's like dice rolling. I don't know, there's got to be like a sweet spot, right? Where you like pick the right number of imposters so that it creates a challenge without feeling like it's RNG. Like basically you could just pick anyone at random, or you could just pick the same person anytime and it's actually the same percentage as if you actually tried to deduce it from like, obviously farming it for entertainment is the only thing that matters. Because it's literally just sand. And this is the way I think about whatever's happening on streams. Like what I'm doing is I literally have a YouTube video, which is a watch party of me watching Miss Skill Shots, watching like the various people streaming, mainly the OTK channel, the Soda Poppin' one, which was on that one this for this episode. But she has every tab loaded up of every streamer that's in this show today, and it's like it's pretty fucking crazy. But if you really think about it, no matter what's happening, it's a mixture of like me talking to the microphone, me talking to the camera, but also whatever's happening on screen. But I see whatever's happening like on display capture, I like to see that as like a temporary thing that could literally be anything. And it's just like in the first episode, and when we go back, when I actually stop being lazy and I actually go back and go through the VODs, now that I've pre-watched them, I might have some things to say when I watch the first one. I mean, let's be real, that's a lot of effort. Because it's watching several hour VODs that I've already watched. I don't know but I mean, if I want to make YouTube videos that are going to be wintergreen content for this event, I need to do it while the event is running. I still have time. It's not going to be over until until the end of May, like May 31st. So I have until like June to really then it's going to still be in the algorithm for a little bit, but then it's going to die off. Like right now it's in the algorithm. So right now I need to be making really good React content. So now I need to be farming the React content first. So I have clips to edit, and then I need to actually have stuff to say for those clips, but I can figure that out on stream. It's fine. We got plenty of time, but it is a lot of work, and that's what it takes. I hope that I can hit the algorithm. That in fact, I'm so self-centered that I'm actually convinced that OTK, because a lot of the moderators know who I am, and maybe even the content creators know who I am. I know for a fact Russell and Luna know who I am, because I was on Russell's stream. I kind of like there's a clip. Let me load it up just a second. There's a clip. Let's go to twitch.tv/Russell. And I should have saved the clips somewhere else. Way more than 30 days. That'd be funny if it's one of the top clips. Like if I'm one of... Okay, that says a lot about Russell if I'm on one of his top clips. I think I could look in my... I think I can look in my clip manager to see clips that I've created, because I created the clip. I went back in the VOD and created the clip. If I can't find it here. I think Russell's pretty cool. I just think like sometimes he doesn't roll with things enough. Like he kind of he breaks the fourth wall too much. Like he kind of forgets that the cameras, I don't know, the vibe I get is that he's just like a really cool guy, and then he's just like a chill person to hang out with, but like it feels like he's treating like he doesn't know like how to be like, I don't know, like I think he just needs to get a better stage presence. I feel like if he did more live performances on stage, I think that's where he would really shine, and then he could just make YouTube videos of him doing like live shows. But I don't know. Maybe he does already. I don't know. I don't know enough about these. What the hell? Hopefully I don't get banned for looking at Russell's clips. Jesus Christ. I thought I saw some booba. No, I didn't. Let me go to my clip manager. If I go to my channel, then go to. Let me go to my clip manager. If I go to my channel, then go to. Shut up, Rebecca. God damn it, you bitch. Freaking bitch. Okay, what? Calm down. I could just look at clips, right? Oh. Clips. And then clips I've created. I need to look at, okay, I can look at different channels. I'm just going to scroll through for a while. Oh, there's the shark suit guy. What the hell was that about? Let's watch. Oh, here it is. But let's also look at the other one. There's another one. Shark suit. All right, let's watch it.
Oh, fuck, man. No, I wasn't.
It says you've been live for an hour. Were you live? Did you have to reconnect?
No. It's just, it's so hot. It is so hot in here, bro.
Oh my god.
My brain is melting. It's getting worse by the minute. It's getting, fuck. Dude, the only thing to cool me down is beers that dehydrate me more.
Oh shit, drink some water, bro.
No, we have no water. We only have beer.
Well, I mean, if you're drinking if you're drinking Bud Light, they care about your figure. You know, this is why they support the LGBTQ, is because they care about trans people specifically, because when you're on HRT, you can't really drink alcohol. So Bud Light is actually a perfect beer for trans people. So, you know, it makes sense. You know, if you want to drink water, just drink some Bud Light, you know.
Bro.
Oh, wait, that's me.
I fucking will. That's the only, it's my only penance, dude. It's
Step, bro, why are you leaning over the refrigerator getting a beer? You're stuck. And I'm wearing a strap on.
I got more beers, dude. Oh, fuck,
Yeah,
man.
that was some random dude from the XQC Discord who was drunk and in a shark suit streaming, and he didn't give a fuck if he got banned or anything. I was like, you know that random people come in here and like shout like slurs and shit. You don't want to stream while you're on like the XQC Discord. Here's the clip.
Anyways, let's move on to the next one. We have
Rebecca
Lauren. Let's see.
I'm kind of scared.
What?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we have multiple submissions. Rebecca Lauren.
Wait, I saw those on Twitter. She replied to the Twitters. To
Oh.
Twitter tweet.
I didn't look at the tweets, so I have not looked at the tweets yet. So hopefully
Did
we'll
he?
look soon.
I mean, we can only rate
Russell.
the top. We don't
Yeah,
see the
we don't see
full.
the.
Russell, we all know you clicked. Let's be real. We all know you clicked, Russell.
Bottom half. So it's not really like.
Oh,
Okay, well,
we
that's-
do see the bottom half.
That's a little interesting. I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about the angle. I don't really know how I feel about the angle.
But like, you know what I like is like the chat like reacting is like great. I this is why I want to be a famous content creator. I want more of that. I want more people making fun of me on LSF.
Maybe we should have been wanting to say that we want to see the bottom.
Yeah.
The first one looks like the.
Anyways, let's move.
Yeah, this is neither here nor there to what we're doing.
I really wanted to help them.
One, probably.
One. Okay. Okay. Look at
Oh,
you,
was I
Joel.
even
Joel
showing the
energetic.
clip? Was I not showing the clip? Oh God, I gotta show the clip now. We gotta watch those again. Okay. God damn it, I wasn't showing the clip. We gotta watch. Oh, I think we're done with the shark. I mean, okay, I need to show you the shark suit guy, and then I have to show you the I have to show you the bottom half one, the Russell one. I wasn't doing display capture.
Fuck, man. No, I wasn't.
It says you've been live for an hour. Were you live? Did you have to reconnect?
No. It's so hot. It is so hot in here, bro.
Oh my god.
My brain is melting. It's getting worse by the minute. Fuck. Dude, the only thing to cool me down is beers that dehydrate me more.
Oh shit, drink some water, bro.
No, we have no water.
And, you know, because Bud Light cares so much about the trans community, because their beer is basically water, which if you're on HRT, it's, you know, you don't really want to have too much alcohol intake, you know, so Bud Light's the perfect beer for us. Give me money, Bud Light. I'm a famous influencer.
We only have beer.
Drink more beer, step bro.
Step bro. I went with the step bro routine. Oh my god, step bro. I don't think I'm allowed to do that. Oh wait, yeah I am. It's okay.
I fucking will. That's the only.
Ironically, I can't do that at the other place.
It's my only penance, dude. It's
Step bro, why are you leaning over the refrigerator getting a beer? You're stuck. And I'm wearing a strap on.
Oh, the step bro was stuck. What a twist.
Fuck, man.
What a twist. Oh, and here's the one I thought I was showing.
Let's move on to the next one. We have Rebecca Lauren. Let's see. What? All right, we have multiple submissions. Rebecca Lauren.
It's me. Wait, I saw those on Twitter. She replied to the Twitter.
Russell and Luna know who I
didn't look at
am.
the tweets, so I have not looked at the tweets yet, so hopefully we'll look soon.
I mean, we can only rate the fit at the top. We don't see
Yeah,
the
we don't see
full
the bottom
fit.
half, so it's not really like.
Oh,
Okay, well,
we
that's-
do see the bottom half.
That's a little interesting. I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about the angle. I don't really know how I feel about the angle.
Maybe we should have been wanting to say that. We want to see the bottom.
Yeah.
The first one looks like the.
So like, but I do want to
Yeah,
say,
let's move-
I have to say it again.
Rebecca Lauren. Let's see.
I'm kind of scared.
What?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we have multiple submissions.
Oh, wait.
We have multiple. What?
Oh, scared.
Let's see. Rebecca Lauren. Rebecca Lauren. Let's see.
I'm kind of scared.
What?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we have multiple submissions.
Oh, when does he mention Twitter?
Rebecca Lauren.
Wait, I saw those on Twitter. She replied to the Twitter.
Oh,
Twitter tweet.
I didn't look at the tweets, so.
Let's be real. Russell, you looked. Yeah? Yeah, you looked. It's okay. You looked. Okay, I just had to get that clip. Okay.
Changing it to one imposter?
With anonymous
This guy,
votes.
I'll be honest, I'm very impressed with New Dory. I really am.
New Dory?
About this.
He's one of our newcomers, correct? Coming in, take charge.
Become a
What's going
mukbang
on?
streamer? No, thank you.
May the odds be whatever in your
Maybe.
favor. Hopefully they're
I do
not.
like to eat snacks.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, should we see who it is?
I missed this game. This game was so fun.
What?
Unironically, I like Among Us as well. Technically.
Ose. Okay. Ose.
Ooh,
Ose, can you
who
see?
the
Foreign is the imposter, and they're doing one imposter.
Okay.
I guess they're just doing one
So
imposter,
we're
and
gonna
it's
be
just
watching
foreign.
Foreign here for a bit.
He's
Let's see
S-Fan
how-
Whoa,
Junior.
that's a pretty cool way to do his name. In.
Straight to the southwest,
That
away
is
from his
cool.
crewmates.
Four
Well, I
in.
feel like he
Oh.
knows
I hope they don't read chat.
Isn't it
Yeah,
better
I
to
don't think
stick
they're
with
allowed
people?
to.
He's he's gonna
Oh.
bet already.
Now you see, that's not really a task.
I don't think people would say.
He's
He's
standing
hitting
next
the
to
lights.
The lights are off for
Yeah,
everyone.
I don't think they would say. That would be crazy.
Okay. He's getting called out instantly.
Yeah,
he's already
why
dead.
is he's not with other people.
Might be.
If I did a gamer one, I would have had 300 ping. Over 300 ping, I think. So maybe this gamer one was not for me, and they were saving my butts, not putting me in the show.
Didn't go for it. Now keep in mind.
They were probably like,
You know, and I know, like, there's a bunch of things even a nobody like me notices just because I've been paying attention to Twitch and stuff and how it's been evolving. But I can tell that she doesn't really, I mean, obviously it's a good thing. She's not a degenerate like me. She doesn't know, like, a lot of the deep, dark secrets about what the internet holds. I've been on the internet for 23 years, since I was 12 years old. Okay? 23 years ago, AOL, Instant Messenger, StarCraft at some point. Yeah, there was that. So, I know how terrible the internet can be. I don't know if she's quite ready. I think she is. I think she can, but I don't think any of these people can really quite foresee, like, how the internet's gonna affect them. It might be a good thing. I'm pretty sure it will. I think it's gonna be a net positive, but I think there's gonna be a lot of challenges for them up ahead, because even just being on the show is just, that's it. Like, they're already started the journey. They already got, like, forever. They're in the annals. They're in the annals of history as a part of OTK in an event called OTK Elevated. That is forever in Twitch history. To be a part of that, regardless of whether you move on or not, it already gives you something, and that already gives you a place to start. Which obviously, let's be real, even somebody like me who is starting, like, from absolute zero, even I have a chance. Like, everybody starts from somewhere, right? You have to start from somewhere. You know, and it's just, you know, I have my own challenges that I have to go through, but I can tell that, like, Miss Skillshots is going to have some challenges ahead of her, because, like, I don't think she quite understands the scene, like the Twitch. I mean, it's a good thing. I think she's going to do really well once she gets comfortable. And I think especially doing IRL, like the IRL content she was doing looked really good. Like just going out to restaurants and stuff. That was super crazy cool. But yeah, the ping, because she's in South Korea. Yeah. So that makes sense. I don't think it would have mattered. I think for a game like Among Us, people don't technically, I don't think people technically really care so much about the gameplay. They care about the narrative. There's like drama that builds up because, and also here's the thing, and this is why I think like it's like exponentially better. I think it's exponentially better clout for the people who have come so far, like Mayor Wirtz. Exponentially better clout, because that means that every single episode people are like getting to know this person better. Even if they've never even gone into the person's stream, they saw them in the event every single episode. And so like you start to have people that you want to root for. Whereas at the beginning, like if you took away all of the clout from all of the OTK members, such as Soda Poppin' and Asmongold, you'd be like, who the fuck are these people? Like, let's be real. I think all these people could admit it. Like Mizkif. Like, if you saw Mizkif on the street and you didn't know he was Mizkif, would you really think twice about, like, how you talk to him? Like, I mean, first of all, I try to be a good person regardless. I think people would be pleasantly surprised with how I am in my private life. Is very different than how I am publicly. And well, at least on the internet. And I think even on the internet, I'm pretty tame. I'm not even going, okay, I'm not Casey Tron. Okay.
Let's pick people who are actually together.
We'll be judging on them if they are pieces of shit.
Ooh,
We didn't even talk about that.
A lot of cheating going on in the original.
So I mean, I don't want to start drama, but Casey Tron, I guess she didn't really look at. Maybe she thinks that I was defending a racist because I mentioned something about Destiny, and I said, you know what? Like, I don't like agree with like how Destiny talks about a lot of things, but he's pretty like knowledgeable about things, and I wasn't then like, and then I got banned from her Discord, and then she said like, oh, is somebody talking about some racist, and then she realized it was me, and then she felt very conflicted about it. It looked, I mean, I think so. She must have been, because earlier she was like really supportive of me because like I'm a woman and because I'm transgender. She's like even more supportive because she has like a transgender sister, and like she got, and I don't know. I think I was also trying to stir up some drama in the Discord as well. I was like kind of butting in on stuff, but then also the parasocial people in the Discord were, and this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I don't think these streamers are ready for the parasocial Discords. Which I think something that I have, which I need to work on the entertainment part, and also I need more effort and more energy. That's another thing. I'm going through medical stuff. Leave me alone. But I think this one of the maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe these people are degenerates as well. But I think when it comes down to the Discord parasocial farming, they're gonna have a rough time unless they've already gotten used to that and they've already gotten a system. But I don't know if that's going to scale, and I don't know if it would scale for me, to be honest. We'll see how things go with my career. Either way, I'm going to pursue what I'm going to pursue, and I'm going to, you know, I adapt to life as it comes. Life is a journey, all that inspirational jazz.
Among Us meta.
They shouldn't be watching each other.
We didn't talk about it, but
exactly, it was all planned. Definitely not
Russell was
opium.
cheating the entire time.
Oh, of course. And he brag about his ratings as well. Russell isn't cheating.
Wait, who was still?
Oh, you just mentioned Russell. We just talked about Russell. I didn't even realize they were talking about Russell.
Who wasn't?
Who's Russell?
She doesn't know who Russell is. What the fuck? She'll learn. She's gonna. I mean, if she's gonna make it in this, now that she's in the scene, now that she's already there, like she's in the scene. It doesn't matter how like even if she has like a smaller number of viewers, she's already in the orbit. Now that she's, or at least in the surrounding orbit, she's somewhere in the orbit. Okay. I don't know. Like she's gonna have to learn all the OTK mumbo jumbo. But is that going to influence her? I don't know. All this woulda, shouldas. People say like, oh, but if she doesn't make it on her own, she'll never reach her full potential. I don't think that's true, because in today's current ecosystem and in the environment for creators, for entertainers, it's pretty fucking rough. And if you, it's pretty good to get a helping hand. If you get one, take it. Don't be fucking ego. Don't be like, oh, I need to earn it myself. Like, that's probably what's going to happen, is you're going to have to do it yourself, so you should prepare for that. But if you get, like, a big opportunity like OTK Elevated, fucking milk that. Anybody with any kind of intelligence would be doing that. If you strike oil, cash in on that shit. Don't, like, say, like, oh, well, if I do that, is it going to influence my style? Fuck that. You're going to develop a style that's going to be even better, because now you're going to have actual feedback in the form of money. That's like, money doesn't lie. Money doesn't lie. Like, money's real. I'm going to keep it real here. Got some Rebecca's Real Talk. Sounds like a real estate YouTube channel.
Alright, how do I play this?
Who wasn't muted?
Oh,
Zion?
no.
Zion wasn't
Does he
muted.
even know that he? Wait.
Oh!
First kill?
Glory gone.
That'd be funny if Foreign didn't even know that he had to kill people. Like, if he doesn't even know how to play Among Us, he didn't realize he's an imposter and that he thinks that everybody is doing what he's doing. He doesn't get it. Like, maybe that'd be funny.
Oh my god, that
Now,
was
let's see if he pretends to fix the lights. He does.
Wow. Who would I kill?
And then leaving.
Okay, they're all
Right.
together. They're all together. They're gonna find the body here. Here we go.
Imagine they did Dark Souls combat. I'd be teleporting.
Could he? I think he should take his
Russell
one
is
kill.
a-
Oh, imagine Among Us, but it's Dark Souls. Think about it.
Report his own body. Report your own body.
Report it.
Report your own body at this point. Okay.
Okay, good.
Ooh.
I'm reacting to the judges
Let's
reacting
listen,
to
let's
them.
listen.
Uh-oh, New Dory. He's dead. That sucks.
Do you guys hear me? Sorry, I don't have the sounds on.
All right, where was the body?
Mirror words. Camera positioning. I don't know about it. It's on a weird spot.
Alright, so the hallway in like the beginning.
Like from the
There's a
cafeteria.
lot of, there's
I
a
think-
lot of hall-
I don't know, like with video games, I prefer the camera to be on the left side. For like React content, I prefer the camera being on the right side. And so it looks like all these people have like their cameras on the right side. Like somewhere, whether it's the top, middle, or bottom. Like when it's video games, I don't know if it's just me. I mean, they probably feel the same way. But it's just maybe, I mean, I feel like most people probably would prefer the camera to be on the left side. Because a lot of the stuff on the right side in most video games isn't really interesting, especially FPS games. And also, if you're on mobile, like, if you look at, like, obviously, literally, like, this is on a phone, you know? So it's like, if you think about it, if somebody's watching the stream on their phone, if they want to watch it horizontally, but there's a way to slide in the chat to overlay. And if you have the camera on the right side, then you can't watch the streamer while you read chat. You have to either read chat or watch the streamer. And that's kind of... So it's like something to think about is if you're doing gameplay, because most of the time, if you're doing full cam, then it doesn't matter. But if like, because then you can just, you'd see it just fine in vertical mode. But if you're doing horizontal view for gameplay, I feel like it's better if you're doing the left. But if you're doing React content, then it's better to do it on the right, I think. I don't even know. If you're someone like, I guess it depends on your style. Because then you have people like Hassan who literally puts up like Chatterino up on his stream, which is crazy because that says a lot about his, I guess he has some protection from being banned from if somebody says something really fucking edgy. But also he has insane moderation. So there's also that.
How are they gonna judge this?
My bad. Sorry.
I'm curious how they're gonna judge it because
I mean, just imagine the level of I mean, this is all the kind of stuff that I think all these streamers might not be prepared for, which someone like me, who's a true internet degen, is kind of prepared for. But unfortunately, that's just the fucked up, weird 23 years internet degen that I happen to be. That's not from any kind of talent or any kind of effort. No, I sell myself short. First of all, I'm pretty attractive, so there's that. But not only that, I'm pretty intelligent. I have a mind on me. I have opinions, very opinionated. But some people are turned off by that. But I don't think it matters. I don't need to attract everyone. I think most people are reasonable, and they see someone like me, and they're like, oh, it's just some girl. And obviously there's always that. Oh, you know that she's transgender, right? And they're like, oh, and they think about me differently. And so that's, maybe it's going to be some time before I'm on mainstream content like OTK. Like, I mean, obviously, it's not even a goal of mine. I mean, obviously, it'd be cool to be in OTK content. That would be good for my career. But also, I think that would be, I mean, it would be interesting. Like, it's high production value. Working with professional people is really good for your skill set as a creator. I mean, what would you say? Yeah, because it's multiple things. Like, it's like acting, it's like music, it's like just as a performer. Yeah. Forgot what I was talking about.
they seem to only be watching the killer's perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So if you get killer, you automatically get more screen time.
Oh, maybe they're trying to see if they're stream sniping. Because if they all just know that Foreign is the imposter, they can be like, how could everyone unanimously know because like someone in their chat popped in and said, "Oh, it's foreign. I saw it on the stream," and you get like 100 people spamming it.
Is that how it is?
Like at the end.
No, my bad, Alexis. Yeah.
He's doing a pretty good job.
Cafeteria, my bad.
Being able to lie,
I just saw
being able to lie is important for a streamer.
Maybe how they interact during meetings? Oh, you're right. That's a good one. You're
In
right.
the trash compactor area.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Because it's like this isn't really about the gameplay. Just like on the first episode, it wasn't really about the cooking. But I like the metaphor, the symbology. I like the symbolism of like they're cooking and basically, like I said, if you took any of these streamers' notoriety away and you saw them, you'd be like, who the hell are these people? Why should I care about them? Why should I watch their stream for 4 hours? But like if you add a little bit of like narrative to them, like kind of like give people something to root for, like they understand like, oh, I know what this person does, I know what kind of style of like laughter, like of joke, like of humor they have, like I kind of understand like what they're all about, like what they stand for. Are they racist? The standard.
I was
literally just left there.
Not the.
If you just left there, maybe you were the killer.
Yeah, I was
saying.
hanging out
See
with
that?
Evan, who I
Oh, okay, so when I was watching this earlier, before I decided to go live, and because I'm like, okay, I need to get to work. I should be, if I'm gonna be watching 4 hours of a VOD, I skip forward, so it's not. I don't think the whole VOD is the thing. She's in the stage right now, which is a great stage to be in, by the way, for her career. But she's in a really funny stage where she's in call it a dub. We call it a dub stage of being a streamer. Cause she's just like, she's got people in her chat talking and she's like, she's got like some clout and she's writing it. I have no idea how I would respond in that kind of situation. But like, I feel like it does something to people. He looks so like, why is I feel like he's trying to look more like S-Fan. Like he's playing to his strength. Like he knows that people are going to call him S-Fan. And I think he just like tried, like just doubled down on that. Cause he's like, that'll help. Maybe Socrates could be my moderator.
Able to lie is important for streamers.
I think he has been going around mucking.
Did they play a different game before this? No, this is the first game.
Really obviously.
Oh, are they gonna are they gonna play multiple games? No. A whole game of Among Us is gonna take up the whole stream, isn't it? It's gonna be multiple rounds, or are they gonna do multiple rounds?
Wish we did more. We didn't get to talk to the other streamers before. You know what I mean? We didn't get to interact, but they've been interacting since the beginning. It sucks. I really wanted to interact with the other people too.
Yeah, and I really think it's cool. She's the one, I think, in episode 5. She like reached out to the other contestants, and I think that's what makes her a really good streamer. It's something that I want to do more of. I've collaborated with a few streamers, but I get scared, and this is an autism thing I've been working on. Part of the reason why I got into streaming is because I think innately I just knew that I needed something like I needed a sandbox where I could work on that skill, because it's so much more than just being a content creator. Because this applies like if you're trying to get a job, like if you're trying to like make friends. Hey, Young Jeff is in the chat. I don't know about Young Jeff. I think he doesn't like me. He thinks I'm an idiot. Because I got banned from like every single OTK Discord pretty much, except for NMP and Emiru and I believe, yeah, and Extra Emily. It's because I don't know. First of all, I think it's pretty hard to get banned from NMP. I think I may have come close. I think some of the moderators are really annoyed by me, and I think some of the moderators like Oro really support me, because she knows that I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to find my way in this industry, and that she knows that obviously she knows that I'm aware of how desperate of a situation it is, but I think she's also very admiring of my courage and my strength to continue to fight for what I know my future can be. You know, even though I know that until it actually see numbers in the bank, that I won't, like, over a large period of time, I won't really feel too comfortable, but I know that I'll get there. I think I have the talent. I think, and if I don't have the talent, I know that I can get the talent, because I can trust myself based on my entire life. I need to allow myself to be myself and not let any kind of preconceived notion over whatever people kind of instilled in me during childhood, like, oh, you can't do that, other people are supposed to do that, not you, that's weird if you do that. And it's like, no, it's not weird. I'm great, I'm beautiful, I am fucking talented, I am a beast, okay?
I would be so good at this. You know, I gaslit. Is that?
I'm gonna be real, I suck so bad at gaming content. Because when I'm gaming, I'm focused so much on trying to figure out how to play, like, properly, and, like, put my brain power into it, that I can't, like, figure out, like, what to talk about. If I'm chatting with if there's people in chat, I'll usually, if I'm doing gameplay content, it's usually just because I'm just hanging out with chat, and I just wanted something to do while I did that. It's not really because I want to do gameplay content. So it's like, whenever I do gameplay content, it gets really boring if there's nobody in chat. And I think it's the worst content. I don't like to waste time on it. I try to come into my stream with a plan to capture film for my YouTube, and I'm doing good so far. Even if this YouTube video might not do well, at the very least, it's going to be in the algorithm with OTK elevated in it. Obviously I have to do the work of actually finishing this stream, and then I have to go through the footage and actually edit it so it's in a watchable format, which I don't know if it will be. It might still be very long, but there's a lot I can cut out, like stuff like this. I can cut out stuff like this, but it's a lot of work, I know. But I have tools to use. There's a transcript tool, so I can just go to the parts that I hear that I want to clip, and I'm like, what? So I don't have to, like, go through the whole video. I can just go through the clip through the text of the transcript, and then it'll, like, go to that timestamp.
That's the word. My friend into thinking I was innocent.
But even if it doesn't do well ever, the fact that I'm actually got out of bed, got my tea, got ready, you know, kind of woke up, did my, like, you know, just stare out into space for a few hours. And then I started my stream. I got my camera set up. I got my lights set up. I got my stream set up. And then I said, I'm going to make React content today for YouTube. And even if I never even edit this, which I am going to make the effort to edit it and actually do something creative with it instead of just making it a boring ass edit, I'm going to try. But even if I don't do too well, the fact that I'm doing it is what I think matters most. Because I do it really sloppy, but then I kind of learn from it, hopefully. That's what capturing things on video really helps, because it doesn't lie. And so, like, you can, but it really does help having other people give you feedback. And I think I want to do more collaborative content, but I'm really scared, especially with, I don't know, I have plenty of time. I have 6 months or so before my surgery of time. I don't know if any of that time is going to be, S-Fan has commented. Dude, to be honest, it probably was Fimple. What was I saying?
And she truly defended me and my honor till the very end. It was so great.
So I'm gonna have 6 months basically to just kind of live life and just get strong, stay strong, because I'm super healthy right now. My diabetes is in check because I got my A1C down to 7. I gotta keep it there because, you know, before I go into surgery, everything's got to be prepared. I'm going to have a really fucking awesome surgery. I can tell. I'm pretty sure. And, the recovery is going to go great. I'm going to be able to adjust to the new, body shape. And then I'm going to be able to start focusing on things more instead of dealing with this whole medical journey. It's been really holding my career back, but I think it's fine because I think my career is going to do even better now because of the strength that I learned going through all this, that I've also documented by capturing on stream, by talking about it. It's like a diary. It might be boring, but I think it has historical value. Maybe in the future, if I do somehow create something that gives more people's attention, people might find stuff from earlier and like say like, whoa, like we didn't realize how much effort she put into this. This is really useful for future generations of trans people because she documented literally basically every single step of the way of her transition, from just coming out publicly. It was the second time for me, but like, so I kind of cheated, I guess, because I came out when I was like 18 or so. But I came out publicly to my stream, and then I changed my name on Twitch, and then I went to my doctor. Well, because I went to my doctor. I went to my doctor, and I asked for hormones. It took like, I think 2 or 3 weeks to go through an approval process because I have to be like educated on the risks, and it's very important that they educate you. It takes time, and several like analysis. Like it takes some effort. And so I documented that, like me just wearing an ugly ass wig and like like 3 bras to make it look like I had breasts, which now I don't have to do. Cause I just have breasts. And they're really nice. And what was I saying?
I marinated her and I followed her around. I didn't even talk to Emaru. You're right. Look at me pretending that I would have talked to these other people too. I feel like I can talk to you guys and myself, but as soon as we try to talk to other people, we're kind of like,
yeah, obviously we're gonna.
I mean, so then, yeah.
Yeah.
Then it has to be 4.
Yeah, obviously, guys, we're all gonna skip it, not vote at all.
So yeah, I don't know. Like basically, I don't know if 6 months is enough time to really do anything for my career, especially not my YouTube. I don't actually know. Maybe most of the stuff I can do over the summer, I'm gonna take my camera out and I'm gonna go vlogging. I actually want to go to LA, and I just want to walk around with my friend. It's really important that I go with somebody I trust, to protect, to make sure that I'm safe. I have a guy friend and also he's very technical oriented with filming and editing and stuff, and filmmaking. I want to do some I'm already doing some screenwriting off stream. And I want to go down to LA with him, MBK player. He's been on stream before. And I just want to walk around with cameras and then just ask people like, what do you guys think of what do you guys think of San Francisco or something like that? I don't know, like just ask a ice-breaking question, just like, hey, like, you guys want to be on YouTube or whatever. I don't know how we would deal with that. Maybe we'd even print out a bunch of release forms for YouTube we'll go up and interview people and then say, hey, you want to be on YouTube, and then they can sign it if they want to. I don't even know. I don't know the etiquette. I try to be as polite as possible. When it comes into to performance, like for music or for anything, I try to be as polite as possible until proven otherwise. And then still try to be polite. Like, I still try to be polite.
That's
Not
fine.
at the least bit are we gonna skip, guys.
Oh,
Okay, guys.
Rip.
By the way, I have to eat breakfast pretty soon. I don't know how long the stream's gonna go. And I'm just gonna go until I don't feel like it anymore. I got stuff to do today.
And there goes Mr. Pimple.
Say that? That's illegal.
Oh, they got Mr. Fimple.
They
Okay,
voted
here we go. Back to the
Fimple!
Okay, I think she's overplaying this. I mean, maybe it's good for the parasocial Andes. But this is like the Hunger Games now. Because she's not on anymore. She technically, I think she's still, it's just begun. She's playing the parasocial here, the parasocial card of like rooting for, she's been rooting extra hard for Mr. Fimple. And I think that's like showing some favoritism. It's going to get the parasocial Andes super pumped. They're going to start entire discords about it. You know why? Because I know that they do. I got invited to a weird cringe Discord. This is why I don't accept random Discord invites anymore, especially from OTK channels. They invited me to some cringe Mizkif and Emiru shipping. Like they were fan fictioning that Mizkif and Emiru were dating. It was really weird. It was a bunch of clips proving. I left like immediately. I'm like, fuck this.
They're scared. I'm bringing competition. Actual bullies, man. It's crazy how they switch up. Before the, I can someone do a task, yeah. Before the games, they're like, hey, Mr. Fimple, great job yesterday, man. Absolutely beautiful. That was such a good video. As soon as I play the game, oh yeah, Mr. Fimple, I'm gonna destroy that guy. What is going on? They're terrified since the start? I know. And I'm a crewmate, which is insane. They're all hanging out together, not doing tasks. I actually think it's Mayor. I don't know, but I actually do think it's Mayor. Just one game, yeah, just one game.
So it's like, you know what? Obviously, this really works, and I think in their situation, obviously they're in a sponsored stream. They kind of have to be a little bit more vanilla with the way they behave on stream. But honestly, I don't really think that it's interesting. Maybe this is just me personally. When streamers are just talking about the game, I don't really care. Like, I want to know about content they're making. I want to know, like, I want to hear, like, maybe I'm just more into, like, hearing, like, talk radio. I like listening to people just talk about stuff. Because it's kind of like, you know, when you're at work and you go to the coffee, like, you go to get coffee and a couple people are just chatting about, like, Dungeons and Dragons or something. And you're just kind of sitting there making your coffee and you're just kind of listening. And, you know, you're not a part of it, but you're just kind of there. I feel like that's sometimes, like, what it's like.
All the elevated streamers can collab when
You know
it's
why I
over.
think it's Mayor?
It'll be really
I
fun.
tried to butt in here, but they were all just over-talking each other. Maybe...
You wrong, though. It's
By the way, this is going to take multiple, we're going to, obviously, I like, you know, YouTube keeps track of your timestamp. Sometimes it refreshes and I think it deletes the timestamp, which is annoying. I wish it saved it forever. Of where you left off on a video. It's so fucking annoying. It'd be cool if you could access in a menu like bookmarks that you've created for timestamps. If you could just put, that'd be so awesome if YouTube did that, where you could just create bookmarks of timestamps, so you can always, like, every time you watch that video, you have your own personal bookmarks of timestamps to, like, click through that are like in a little, like, pop-up menu or something. But yeah, this is going to take multiple streams, and I think we're almost done. How long have I been going? I've been going for an hour and a half almost. I've been also trying to stream a lot shorter because I want to do short and sweet, but it does mean certain tasks like watching really long VODs, like OTK Elevated Episode 6. It might take multiple streams, especially since I pause and I talk about unrelated things a lot, which I think is fine. I might be able to use it for YouTube. But, I don't know. Every time I stream, I pretty much just, I pretty much just, like, kind of have an idea of the kind of things that I want to talk about. And then I just kind of, roll with it a little bit. And I kind of just feel out the vibe of the moment that I'm feeling. And also, and I think we're running low on battery here. So I actually got to end the stream. So an hour and a half is about how long I can run the camera. before it starts to run to the low battery. So, good thing I have 3 batteries. I don't think I would ever need, I mean, because it would just recharge while I'm using the other ones. And if I just rotate it, it works. I do want to find a way to just have an AC power adapter. I was hoping that USB would keep it alive, but I guess not. So I'm going to have to figure that out. It might not happen. I might just have to get like 10 batteries to rotate, to not like drain them, because if you use them too much, it decreases their I mean, they have a lifetime value. And if you use them, every time you use them, it decreases their life. And obviously that's just normal. And if you have more batteries, you just rotate through them and it uses them less often and it puts less drain on it. But also, I don't know if that's true either. I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't really matter. I'll figure it out. Bye-bye. We'll continue this some other time, and then I'll have to actually do some work and actually do some video editing, like real video editing, and actually make a YouTube video. Bye-bye.